reality, does it exist? Or is it an incredibly advanced hyper-realistic simulation indistinguishable from a real and conscious existence? The idea that reality might be a simulation is one of the most fascinating and provocative concepts of modern philosophy and science. First popularized by philosophers and expanded by technological futurists, the simulation hypothesis proposes that the world we perceive as real might actually be an advanced artificial construct. This idea is born from the incredible advancements in computing power and our growing understanding in the creation of virtual worlds. As technology progresses, the possibility of creating simulated environments indistinguishable from reality becomes increasingly plausible. But while the argument for the feasibility of simulations is compelling, it collides with deeper philosophical questions about consciousness, free will, and the essence of human experience. At the heart of the simulation hypothesis is the idea that any sufficiently advanced civilization could create simulations so detailed that the simulated beings within them would believe their reality was genuine. Think of video games today, which in just a few decades have evolved from pixelated graphics to immersive 3D environments with realistic physics and artificial intelligence. If the trajectory continues, it seems conceivable that a civilization far more advanced than ours could construct entire simulated universes, complete with sentient beings who are unaware of their artificial nature. From this perspective, the probability that we are living in one of these simulations increases dramatically, especially given the vast number of simulated realities such an advanced civilization could create, compared to the single base reality. But this line of reasoning inevitably confronts the nature of consciousness itself. René Descartes famously posited, "I think, therefore I am," suggesting that the very act of questioning one's existence is proof of it. Consciousness, the ability to be self-aware, to think, to feel, and to perceive, remains one of the most profound mysteries of existence. Can something as ineffable and deeply personal as consciousness be reduced to lines of code, algorithms, and data streams? Could a simulated being ever truly grasp its own awareness or experience emotions in the same way that humans do? Proponents of the simulation hypothesis argue that if consciousness arises from the complex interactions of neurons in the brain, it might be possible to replicate those processes within a sufficiently advanced computational system. After all, the brain operates on electrical impulses, much like a computer. If every synapse and neuron could be simulated with perfect fidelity, perhaps consciousness would emerge naturally within a simulated entity. In this view, emotions, desires, and dreams would not contradict the simulation hypothesis, but rather affirm its potential. A simulated being would feel love, fear, or hope as vividly as we do because those emotions would be indistinguishable from those experienced by organic beings. Skeptics, however, often argue that there is something fundamentally irreducible about consciousness, something that cannot be fully explained by physical processes alone. The hard problem of consciousness, as philosopher David Chalmers describes it, centers on why and how subjective experiences feel when we see the color red, for instance, or taste the flavor of chocolate. These arise from physical interactions with the brain. This subjective quality, often referred to as qualia, resists quantification. Even if a simulation could mimic the outward expressions of emotions or behaviors, could it truly replicate the inner first-person experience of those feelings? Would a simulated being truly feel joy, or would it simply be programmed to behave as though it did? Adding to the complexity is the question of free will. If we are in a simulation, are our thoughts, actions, and desires our own, or are they preordained by the programming of the simulation? On one hand, the concept of a simulated reality could imply a deterministic universe where every thought and action is the product of an underlying algorithm. On the other hand, if the simulation is designed to be indistinguishable from reality, it might include the illusion of free will, a convincing layer of complexity designed to enhance the authenticity of the experience. The ability to dream, imagine, and desire is often cited as evidence of humanity's unique position in existence. Dreams, in particular, seem to transcend the boundaries of logic and reason, suggesting a kind of creativity that feels fundamentally human. If we are simulated beings, then the capacity to dream would have to be part of the simulation's design. This raises another question. What purpose would such intricate emotional and mental experiences serve in a simulated reality? Are they accidental byproducts of complex programming, or are they essential to the simulation's goals? If the creators of the simulation intended to observe or study us, emotions and desires might provide crucial insights into behavior, decision-making, and culture. Alternatively, the simulation might exist purely for entertainment or artistic expression, and our rich inner lives could be features designed to enhance its value. The vividness of human emotion also challenges the plausibility of a simulation. The raw intensity of grief, the euphoria of love, and the depth of existential despair seem almost excessive if they are merely programmed responses. Why would a simulated reality need to include such extremes? And yet, if we assume that the simulation is designed to perfectly replicate reality, these emotions might be inevitable. The richness of human experience, with all its contradictions and unpredictability, might be the very essence of what makes a simulated world feel real. While the simulation hypothesis raises profound questions, it also offers an intriguing framework for understanding our place in the universe. If we are living in a simulation, then the boundaries of what we perceive as real may be far more flexible than we currently understand. The laws of physics, for instance, could be akin to the rules of a video game, set by the creators of the simulation, but not necessarily fundamental to existence itself. This could explain some of the unresolved mysteries of the universe, such as the nature of dark matter, quantum entanglement, or the fine-tuning of physical constants. Yet, the very act of questioning the nature of reality might also undermine the simulation hypothesis. If the purpose of the simulation is to create a convincing reality, wouldn't the awareness of being in a simulation compromise its effectiveness? Perhaps our capacity to contemplate such ideas, our ability to dream, imagine, and think beyond the immediate, is evidence of something beyond a simulated existence. Or, conversely, perhaps this capacity is precisely what the creators intended, a built-in feature of a simulation designed to explore the boundaries of consciousness and reality. Ultimately, the simulation hypothesis challenges us to confront the limits of our understanding and to question what it means to be real. Whether or not we are living in a simulation, the act of pondering the question reveals something profound about humanity. I'd like to thank you for exploring the concept of a computer simulation versus a conscious reality, and invite you back for our next episode,